guys, it's Fishing for Mikey. Today I thought I'd show you my 2016 fishing rod arsenal. So in this video I'm going to show you the rods and the main rods and reels that I'm going to be using in my videos, and whenever I go fishing. I'm going to go from heavy to light and just give a slight review on them, like the gear ratios of the reels and stuff. And the ratings of the rods. So let's get started. So first off, I thought I'd start with my oldest rod that I have out in this set that I'm going to be using. I've had this 2 years now. It's called it's not an expensive make. It's called the Seabass Shot. I bought this when I wasn't like not that good at fishing. But I needed a new rod because I broke it. This is a 12-foot Seabass spinning rod. I believe it's 12 foot. It's really long and really different because I've been using 6-foot rods lately, so it seems really strange. It might be 10, actually I think it's 10 foot, but quite a long rod. It's weighted from 7 gram to 28 gram lure and 8 pound to 16 pound line. I've put like shrink wrap grip on it, like I've put on my other reels, on some parts of it. So yeah, and paired with it at the moment I have a Carp Match RD40. I was given this by my cousin. It's made by Leader. My cousin gave me this for Christmas, I think it was, or my birthday, I can't remember which one. When I went back to England to see it, I went fishing with him and he gave me this as a present. I haven't used it that much, but I'm going to try using it as a spinning reel and stuff, as well as carp, because I use this rod for carp fishing, and I also have other rods for carp fishing. So yeah, that's one of my heavier ones. That's my biggest anyway. I don't have it. I have shore rods, but shore casting rods, which are like 12 foot, but I don't use them very much. So next I'll go on to my next big one, which is going to be I'm going to use for sea fishing, I think. This is Daiwa Bass X, which I was given for Christmas by my brother. Again, I put the shrink grip on them because I like the shrink grip. It has the cork screw piece on it. I haven't taken the plastic off it yet. It's I believe a 7-foot rod. Let me just see. 7 foot 1 inch heavy bait casting rod. It's rated at 10 to 28 gram lure and 10 to 20 pound line. It's quite a nice rod. It's got like a medium to heavy tip, but still it's quite like a medium tip. It's not really soft, but it's not really heavy. Ideal really for like frogging and stuff. But I like to use a slightly heavier rod for frogging. I normally use a really light one, but I prefer the slightly heavier, because you can like set the hook a lot quicker. And also it doesn't give so much bend in the rod when you're using the frog, so you can sort of just pop it quicker and it's easier. Paired with it I have a Daiwa Sporza 15 OL 150 L. It's Magforce. It's like from the Magforce series sort of thing of Daiwa. It's a pretty nice reel. I'll just pop this piece off and you can see what it looks like. I use it. I haven't used it yet. I've used it, but I haven't caught anything on it yet. So I'll have to see it soon if I'm able to catch anything on it, because then we'll see. Just take the cap off. I like this one. It's a nice reel. I'm going to be using it for sea fishing. I believe it's a boat, like one to just drop down, like jigging sort of reel. I'm going to use it as a bait caster for like shore and stuff because it works really well, like to cast, and so I just use it for that. Yeah, this one I put the new handle on it because old handle that I had off another reel. Like this, I used to own a starter bait casting reel or something. It's a really old one that I found, which I didn't use much, and I threw it away because I broke it. So I took the handle off because I thought I might use it at some point, and handles are really expensive sometimes. So on it at the moment I have, I believe, £17 braid, which I bought for one of my other reels. So that's for the Daiwa. The next one is, so just bear with me a minute, I have an obsession with eating things. So the next one is my all Daiwa setup again, my bass, all Daiwa setup, normal bass. I have, this is a Daiwa Heartland. It's a 6 foot medium rod, cork handle, magnum taper, completely hollow. I have only 2 hollow rods, I believe. I have 2 Daiwa rods that are hollow, like, and brown, and you can see through them, sort of thing. But I believe this one as well, it's also half of it's hollow, the other half is solid, to make it like stronger. This one is ultra light. The reel is heavy. The reel, it's like this is only rated from 1/4 to 3/4 of an ounce, and the line is 8 to 17 pound. I did have this as my sea rod, but I decided against it because it's just not long enough, or not really strong enough. So I use this for normal bass fishing now. At the moment, I have it paired with a Daiwa Balzon. It's a good reel. I just remembered I haven't been doing the gear ratios, like I said. I'm not sure. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna get I have the box. This reel I've only used 3 times. It's brand new. Really, I've used it twice. Sorry. I used it the other day and I really liked it. Except for it kept backlashing, I think, because I'm not used to using nylon. I always use braid, so that's probably why. So on it, the gear ratio is 6.3 to 1. And the weight weighs 225 grams. I believe the spores are, the gear ratio is around the same. I can't remember exactly. I did know it, but I've forgotten it. I also have another reel that I might be using this year on either of these bait casters, or I might get an Abu Garcia bait caster and put the Daiwa Balzon on it and use this on this rod. I'm going to be using this one, which I was given for Christmas by my brother, along with the Daiwa Bass X. It's on the wrong hand for me. I always use left-hand retrieve, but it's still a good reel. It's the Team Daiwa X 103 HV. This is 6.3 to 1 gear ratio. So this is a nice reel as well. I've used it a couple times. It performs really nicely. I haven't really caught any fish on any of my bait casting rods because I've only just started really using them properly. I always had them, but I've never really used them. So last, after this one, I forgot to say I have £16. I swear it's Sega Fluoro, I think it is. It's 14 or 16 £16 fluoro, 75 meters of £16 fluoro line, but underneath I have also nylon line, so it's like half because it's quite a deep reel. So pretty good reel if you want to start. If you've been using bait casters for a while, if you've been using something like a cheap one and you want to get something better, I suggest a Daiwa Balzon or anything like the T-Wing system reels. They're more expensive, a lot more expensive, but they're a lot better. I was gonna buy one, but I didn't really like it. I preferred this one. So check out the Daiwa and also the Abu Garcia Black Max, I think it's called. Can't remember. There's like, they do blue, red, black, silver. They're all pretty good. I tried most of them, but also check out the Sporzers and the other reels, because they're all pretty good. None of the stuff that I buy is really bad. Well, most of the stuff, everything I'm showing you here is really good stuff. Not all of it's expensive. This one was really cheap. This is my cheap setup, as I call it. It's my finesse setup, but I call it my cheap setup because it's not like a famous company, and I don't remember having the drag that loose. The drag is like all the way off. I don't remember doing that. Let me just loosen these off. When you finish fishing, you should always like loosen off the stings slightly. Most people, well, everyone says, some people say you should, but I don't know, I don't normally, but I'm just saying, if you want to, do it. So this rod, it always makes a weird cracking noise as I hold the back end, sort of push on it, and I'm always worried it's going to snap, but I haven't had any trouble with it. It might just be me crushing my hand around it. This is it's not a cheap rod, but it's not an expensive rod. This is an ATEC. You might have heard of it. This is a ATEC Crazy Bass, or Crazy Bass as it's written. I don't know if you can see that. This is like a medium to light rod. 5 to 21 gram lure and 6 to 14 pound line. With it, I have paired a Prox Valtom BC2 101H. This reel is rated from 12 pounds to 14 pounds. It has a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, so not far off the Daiwas actually, considering what it cost me. I just bought this as a cheap one because I wanted a cheap bait caster to practice with and just mess around with. But it's turned out actually a pretty good one considering the price I paid. So I've been using it for frogs and jigs and stuff, frogs and swim baits, everything really. I use all of my. I don't have like a frog. I don't have a frog rod or swim bait rod or a crank rod or all flipping and pitching rods. I use most of my rods for everything. I prefer a heavy rod for frogs, like I said, but I normally use a lighter rod because it's just slightly nicer to cast with. The frog, you can cast nicer with it and everything. So I normally use this rod. So yeah, that's quite nice. It's not a bad one. As I said, I have a Prox Valtom on it. It has the cork handles and stuff, that's why it's quite nice. So last but not least, I have my trout rods. Shit. Excuse my language. It was all just pinged. I don't know how. This is a rod I may have can't remember if I featured in my other videos, but I always use the same rod. This is I suggest this reel to other people, but for my sort of level, it's not good for me. For beginners, it's perfect, but now I'm not a beginner anymore. I'm more like semi-pro kind of thing. I'm like more of an amateur sort of fisherman, so I don't like it as much. But for the money it cost, it does a perfect job. It's a bit damaged as I've dropped it a few times. This rod is perfect. This is a Trout Special Phantom S. Now this is better than one of my other. I have another Phantom S, which is just here. I believe this is the later series, or the earlier series. I'm not sure which one, but with the foam handles and stuff, and it's just not. It doesn't look as nice. It doesn't feel as nice. It's a stronger rod as well. So, this is a Daiwa Phantom S. I use this rod a lot. I caught the majority of my fish on it. It's rated at 1 to 7 gram lure and 2 to 4 pound line. At the moment, so yeah, it's only a light one. At the moment I have it paired with the Daiwa Crest 2004, and on that I have Daiwa Light Game, I believe it's called, or Sensor Game or something. Pro Bass Game line, 4 pound on here. To just because it's like stronger then. So yeah. And last but not least, sorry, I'm kind of really tired. I don't feel right, so I'm kind of, if I sound really bad in this video, I'm sorry. Last but not least, I have my Major Craft Troutino. This is like an ultralight rod, 6 foot, 1 to 3 pound lure and 0.8 to 3 gram lure, 1 to 3 pound line. It's like super light, it doesn't weigh much at all. I have it paired with my Daiwa Revros 2004H. On that I have 6 pound braid. On this I have 6 pound braid. It's like super light. I can bend it almost all the way around. I want to be careful because I don't want to break it, but as you can see, it's just like bends really easily. It's really nice. It's very hard to use this if you've been using kind of bait casting rods like this. It becomes really hard to use that and then use something that light, which I was doing the other day. It feels really strange, but I suggest to anyone who's like intermediate at trout fishing, to get yourself a Revros if you need a new reel, or if you just want something a bit better than what you have. If you've got a Crest or something, if you want something better than that, go for a Revros. If you want a better rod, go for something like a Troutino or the Waterland rods. They're both really good for trout, like lake trout and stuff. So this is my 2016 lineup. These are all the rods I'll be using. I may be using other ones. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be doing some more videos soon of fishing. I think I'm going next Thursday to a trout place, so I'll get some shots there now that I've got new phone holding. I have a new holder for my phone to put onto my tripod, so I'll take some videos like that. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out my other videos, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you later.